It's NAB 2025. We're in the North Hall and we're on the solid state logic booth. I'm joined by Bernie. Hi Bernie, how you doing?
Morning, Simon. Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
Excellent. Now Bernie, we are sat in front of a new range of products here for your System T. Tell us what we're saying.
That's correct. So we've introduced a few new exciting additions to the System T family here at NAB. Firstly, for System T Cloud, we now have native NDI connectivity.
Okay. So before we go further, just break that down and tell us what that really means.
So it means that we're now able to, not only can we take Dante signals in and out of our virtualized engine, the VTE1, we can also take native NDI. So it's up to 256 channels of each I/O simultaneously. If you want, we're able to receive NDI audio streams, but also NDI video and take the audio from those. So with the cloud, where NDI is being used very heavily for the video transport, we're now able to even more easily integrate into those networks.
Yeah. So give us a scenario where this may be used.
So you could have a sports productions is something that we're seeing a lot of use for this. The ability for people to go to a lower tier at a price point that makes sense. They can do more coverage of lower tier sports. They can create more content for the consumers, and the flexibility of cloud, the ability to spin it up, spin it down when you're finished, create those temporary control spaces if you need them. This is where we're seeing a lot of use for cloud.
Yeah, and is this a subscription model, or is this because there's no hardware involved, I'm guessing?
There doesn't have to be hardware involved. It is a subscription model for System T Cloud, but at the end of the day, there will be an operator who will probably want to put their hands-on faders somewhere.
Yeah, sure.
And that possibly neatly takes us on to something else that we've launched at the show here. So, here on the desk we have a few new fader tiles and master tiles that we have, which are part of the System T range. So they're the desktop fader tile plus, and the desktop master tile.
So these are completely, although it looks like it's all one thing, these are actually completely separate items.
Tiles. That's right. So they work with our Tempest Control app, TCA, and you can essentially build a system in a very portable manner to scale to the size that you want. Could be used in a fly pack, it could be used in a portable control room, it could be used in a permanent facility. There's absolutely no reason not to.
And you obviously we're seeing two here, but this is expandable.
That's right.
Depending on what job you're doing.
That's right. You can scale it up, so you can go up to 6 per TCA, and you can have more than that if you wanted to.
And where do you see these being used?
So again, it's really interesting. We're seeing them obviously in the cloud applications, but we're also seeing them being paired with hardware engines. So traditional System T systems, and being used either in OB vans where space can be a challenge for a larger physical surface, or also automated news productions, places where they still need an audio mixer, but the requirements and the physical constraints that they might have can be different.
Yeah. On the end, you've got a slightly smaller tile, shall we say?
We do, yes. Yeah, that's right. So the desktop master tile plus, that provides the monitoring controls, and also the main. It's got a couple of faders for a main fader and something called a focus fader, which allows you to manage a very large show from a relatively small surface. It gives you the key hands-on control of the selected channel across the surface. So it's providing more hands-on functionality for those operators in smaller setups.
Okay. So now for the maybe the larger scale, you've introduced ST2110.
We have, that's right. So the final new thing that we're talking about at this show is that we've announced a SMT2110 card, a native card for our Tempest Engine. So that will provide 256 channels of I/O and per card, and you'll be able to scale this again, combining it with Dante connectivity. So you're able to have Dante cards, 2110 cards.
Wow.
You can mix and match as your facility needs and benefit from both.
So that's giving broadcasters, for example, that integration solution, isn't it now?
Exactly right. That's right. In facilities where SMT2110 is being used for video infrastructure, it makes a lot of sense to be able to pull the audio to and from natively, and this is where we'll see it being used very heavily.
Yeah, I mean, we've been talking at NABs and IBCs for many years now, and the transition to ST2110 has been a gradual increase, obviously. How are you seeing it with your customers now?
I guess we're seeing it more and more, and we've been doing 2110 for a while in a number of ways, but the ability for us to do it natively in the engine will simplify things for our customers, and it's an important thing for us to be able to offer.
Yeah. So going back to NDI, is that available now?
That's something that we're using in proof of concept events at the moment. So it's we're working very closely with the partners who are doing cloud production to prove this technology and to show and to really make sure that we're adding the parts that they need for their production. So we're at a stage where we have a demo here, and we are using this out with customers today. It will be shipping in our released version in the coming months.
Excellent. And the tiles available now?
Tiles are available now, shipping now,
Bernie, thank you very much indeed. So anyone who's in Vegas, they can come and see you in the North Hall?
They can,
And for those that aren't, what's the best place for them to go look?
SolidStateLogic.com.
Brilliant. Thanks so much indeed, Bernie. So do check out SolidStateLogic.com for all the new releases, and of course for everything else we're doing at this show, that's at kitplus.com.